Hello there guys, Driving Bro here, providing you with some tips and tricks in how to do trucking. I don't know. First of all, if you're driving these Scanias, if you ever find that the seatbelt is stuck, you need to put on the ignition to be able to put on the seatbelt. Now the only downsides about this truck, I think, is that well, first of all, when you blink, there's a camera you see here that's instead of that mirror, and that sucks. That feature sucks. I like to have a solid mirror, but we don't have that on this Scanias. It's a feature that when they buy the truck, so if you decide to buy this truck for some reason, make sure you get the mirror instead. And the other thing is the exhaust brake, which is turned on here by a button, and the help brake, engine brake. Hold on, there's no internet connection here. This store I'm going to drive to, I'm not so sure about. Okay, it's right over here. Oh, it's very close. Oh, this is not gonna be a long video, because it'll be a short. Anyways, the exhaust brake, when you push it, the button is down here on the left, foot button. It does engage when you press the brake as well, but if you want to only engage the exhaust brake, in case you have vehicle stats computer like I do, and you want good scores, then you might want to only use the left foot brake here, which is a button on the floor. And if you're driving in the city, or if you see some old people, or you don't want to make too much noise, be careful if you're in low speeds with that thing. Here you have, by the way, the hill climb holder. Turn that on. Although the indicator sound is broken on this truck, they haven't replaced that. It's just a little relay, or what's it called. So that engine braking, you need to like be careful. Like I once engine braked to a red light, and there was an old man going, and then the old man got really scared and jumped away. So that's pretty bad that these Scanias, they just ram the engine very much and they downshift. They don't let it engine brake the whole gear, before it downshifts. The thing you might want to do then is just push this manual button here, and that will make sure it doesn't downshift, but you gotta be early. So that's these Scanias. The Volvos are they're a lot better, but don't rely on the engine brake on the Volvos, because they can quit work when in low speeds, like in the city. And you might want to engage, like now, if you know it's gonna be a long red light, you might want to turn off the engine, but now I think it's gonna turn green. But it's good, for the environment, because somebody's gotta do this job and you'd rather be doing it eco-friendly. Now when you turn to the right here, for example, you gotta make sure that your back end doesn't sweep out and hit anything, especially if there's a bus or a truck there. And you gotta also keep an eye on the right there, so you don't cut the corner. And in city driving, you just gotta be smooth and just... Oh! You see there, I was about to cut his... I was very close, and the bus could have driven into me there if he wasn't ready. And my goods could be destroyed in the back when you're braking that hard. So you want to avoid all risk. Now I was focusing on saying something, and I didn't notice his big rear there. Looked out and he saw no damages. That was very close. So you see, driving in the city is very nerve-wracking. It takes a lot of focus. You gotta focus all the time and be aware of all the risks. So you cut the corners with the truck and your back end sweeps out. So those are the two main risks. Or no, the third one is the mirrors. They're so large, you never know what's behind them. So you gotta look like this before you turn or something. Especially when you turn, for example, if I were to be in the right lane here and turn to the right, when you have green, the people that goes on that way, they have green as well. So you gotta always be careful of bicyclists and people coming, because they have green as well, and you might just think, oh, it's green, and stomp on the gas, and then the bicycles come flying and you crash. So you gotta always be careful. And that little mirror there on the top right should be adjusted way more outwards. That's totally wrong. I'm gonna have to fix that. you know, I drive different trucks all the time, so it's hard for me to have my own setup all the time, and I forget to adjust it before I go. So make sure you adjust the mirrors before you go. Otherwise, you should definitely just put on your warning blinkers and just climb over there and adjust it before you get into an accident, because you can't see shit. Also good to have clean mirrors. By the way, when cleaning these mirrors, if it's just a little bit of water dust, like it's been raining like here, then you can just take paper and just, without any what's called water or any spray, just take the paper and just polish it out, and it will look great. And yeah, it's a bunch of tips and tricks, but the way most important tip I can give you is to always lock the truck. Make sure nobody can access it, or I mean, that's for your stuff, and also for the handbrake, because if it's, you might want to take out the key, but if you don't lock it, somebody can still go in and just release the handbrake, and the truck will start rolling and crash into something, who knows. Okay, so here is the place, and I don't remember this place really. I think it's on that side. There it says I'm not allowed to go in. I don't know, that's very strange. I'm not allowed to go in here this way, so I took the wrong way. And there is Bebab, my old company I worked for. Spendrups actually was one of trucks that was in the terror attack recently here in Stockholm. That's why I'm telling you guys, you need to really lock your trucks and make sure nobody can access them, so nobody can, I don't know, do that carnage that went on that horrible day. When was it? I don't remember the date, but very recently here in Stockholm, a truck drove over, what was it, 17 people or something, and then crashed into Olev's building. Horrific, man. So now the GPS stopped working. Excellent, just excellent. I don't know what's going on with the GPS, but I'm gonna try and make a U-turn here if possible. It can be a bit hard, because I don't know, yeah, it can be very hard, because yeah, oh, we have traffic. You might want to, shit, oh, look at all this traffic now. There you go. Nice. That was pretty smoothly. Great. Now you don't want to block up a crosswalk like I'm doing now, by the way, and you don't want to block up an intersection like they are doing. That's some great tips. And never go fast. Never go fast when turning in the city. You should never know when there's a bicycle somewhere or something. And keep your windows a bit down. That's also a great tip. So you can hear what's going on if there's somebody yelling or honking. Very or the oh, there's a bicycle just fell. Their blinks, they're very quiet, you know. What else kind of tips can I say? Yeah, don't forget your driving time, man, and your 6-hour rule. The vehicle system actually warns me of this 6-hour rule, so apparently it's kind of important. You need to take a 30-minute break before 6 hours. That's at least in Sweden. So, and if you don't do that, you can risk fines by the police, and the company doesn't pay that. Parking fines, by the way, don't park your truck anywhere, because you're gonna have to pay for those fines. It's not the company, it's you yourself, because you're the truck driver. you are completely responsible for everything regarding the truck. Like, man, I sound boring just talking about all these rules and stuff, but hopefully it's a learnful video. Look at all this traffic. You know what they did here quite recently? They narrowed this street down. Before it was 2 lanes here and 2 lanes here, but now they made it 1 lane. And they made a bicycle lane, which is great, you know. It's great for the environment and everything. People get exercise, they think like, oh no, I don't want to be stuck in traffic, I'm gonna get me a bike. And if you don't want a bike, you can get a tricycle like that, which you can drive with a car license even. So I think it's great. You shouldn't like really complain, although it's not making it easy for us truck drivers. Beautiful Scania's trucks. It's like having a break just driving these things. They're so comfy and nice. On this thing you actually got side cushioning, you got back support, lower and upper, which is excellent. The Volvos, I think, I don't know if it's the like equipment from when you buy, but they have only one back support in the lower back, and that just sucks, especially for me who has broken my back recently. Götgatan 79. It was really good Google Maps. I will soon get a TomTom professional truck GPS, by the way, and I'm gonna do 2 giveaways of that thing. So if you haven't already, subscribe and stay tuned for that if you want to win yourself a free TomTom professional truck GPS. But turn left over there into Ölandsgatan. Öland. That's close to Gotland in Sweden. I would really want to go there, man. That would be epic. With a motorcycle or something. I've seen they have beautiful nature there, man. Nice car. Man, those Renault looks ridiculous. They look like, oh, I don't know, they look pretty cool. Very different for being a Renault. So here we can take a left and it's red. Okay. It takes forever just going this little way. Yeah, so now we're in, here is Stockholm. Now it's other way. It's supposed to be like, come on now, turn around like this. So here is, there is the Gamla Stan area here. There's the north side, or oh shit, it's green. Okay, now be aware of the back end sweeping out. And the taxi can wait. No, they're not walking. Thank you. You know, they like don't. Maybe they don't want to walk in front of me. Some people, they don't want to walk. They don't want you to stop because they're afraid of trucks. So they rather want you to drive. So if the people doesn't walk, you should, you know, either stop and really show them like go. But there, if I stopped, I would block up the intersection a bit. So that's also a reason why I walked or drove. Sorry. Now this is one-way traffic here, so I could have, like the taxi, kept a lot more to the left. I kind of forgot that talking to you guys. That's kind of important as well in one-way lanes, to keep to the left. For example, if you're turning left, you might feel like you're going the wrong way, but it's totally legal, of course, as it's one road away. I really like driving in the city. You get to see so many different people, and I don't know, it's kind of exciting. Lots of stuff going on. But I wouldn't like driving every day in the city. I like more, like I do now. I drive sometimes with trailers and sometimes in the city, mostly with trailers, but it's a nice variation. Okay, hopefully this gotta be the place. There's no other way I can unload to this store than here. Now would be the time to call the store. Maybe I like to call the stores early and tell them I'm on my way, and then I call them again when I'm here. That can save you a lot of time, otherwise you might have to wait for them. So yeah, thank you a lot for watching. I probably left out a lot of tips and tricks, so if you want to, you know, want more of those tips and tricks, then make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for more. Now I gotta put on my warning blinkers early so nobody behind me blocks me up, because I'm gonna reverse in here, because they might drive behind me. If I were to just put on my right blinkers, they think maybe I'm gonna turn right and they follow me. Alright, so if you have big doors, you know, sometimes you have big doors in the back, this truck doesn't, but then basically you gotta make sure you can open them up. Like now I have a sign there, so I wouldn't be able to open them up. Blah blah. Can't even talk. Didn't sleep. I only slept like 7 hours tonight, or no, 5 to 6 hours. At least I slept good. Anyways, don't forget to also check out the ads on this video if you see something you like. Maybe would be awesome to support me. And don't forget to also share it with your friends if you know anybody that's going to be a truck driver maybe. Thanks a lot and take care. See ya. Elevator. Bring this with you and your papers and your gloves. And you're basically ready to go.